Let's go. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Ow, I shouldn't have done that.
Burn.
Oh. Damn it, bad kitties.
Feeling stronger. More flame wheels.
Ah! I know, like, I'm unsure how much of it is just me getting older, but I do kind of like that the last little bit Disney has been, like, seeming to be getting it, like, darker. But I don't know whether it's just me being older, like, old enough to recognize it, or whether it is just darker in general. Like, I will still go on about how much I love Encanto because it doesn't actually really have a bad guy, and I fucking love that. Pew! Pew! Holy shit, that was a lot of fucking damage.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
Yeah.
In the name of Hades.
Like, there's always been a lot of, We'll go Hidebreaker. Like, there's always been a lot of, like, kids' movies that have included messages that, like, kids just don't really understand. So I'm always just unsure how much of it is, oh, now I understand, versus, like, oh, the studio is doing darker things, or... Maybe both? I mean, maybe. Like, I know even this game definitely tones them down a little bit. But, like... Maybe it changes in the end, but like the ultimate bad guy in Hades is actually Demeter. She isn't actually a character you fight or anything like that, but you learn about the shit she's been doing in the background, and she's killed, like, she's basically doing her best to genocide the human race because she thinks the humans stole Persephone. She's literally sending them into an eternal winter to try to murder them all. It's kind of fucked.
In retrospect, I was too terse after you told me what became of my Achilles. Tales
Oh,
of
it's
his
my
family
Achilles now, is it?
I had heard. The stuff about his ashes and my own. That was all new.
No need to even ask forgiveness, sir. Achilles is one of my closest friends, but he doesn't care to talk about himself, about those times. It must be very painful for the both of you.
Oh, we've all seen our share of pain by now. But knowing that he cared for me in the end, after the end, it dulls the feeling of it for a bit. As do these conversations, I guess.
Although I will admit, my favorite fucking part of what they do with the gods in this is how they interpret Hades. I love the fact that he's a fucking tsundere in this. You have no idea how hard that made me laugh. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, he actually is. Like, this, I'll give you a little bit of spoilers, unless you want me not to say. No, it's okay. So basically, up until you get Persephone back, or fuck, I can't remember whether that's her actual name or whether I've invented a fucking name for her. Like, Hades' canonical wife. Fuck, now my brain is just questioning its entire existence. Hold up.
That's a relief.
Yeah. Persephone, whatever. Until you get, and like until she returns to the underworld, you think Hades is just this gigantic douchebag. But then once you actually get her back, how he acts with her is very, very different to how he acts with everyone else. So it very much is like, he's a tsundere, and the only one who could kind of go into the dere side was with his wife, and it's so fucking... Oh, I just...
Much better.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
regenerating. All clear.
But yeah, it's very much a cute moment when yeah, you figure out that it's not so much that he's a gigantic asshole, it's just that he kind of can't let his barriers down. And it's not until his wife gets back and like starts fucking trying to give him a hand that he starts being less of an asshole.
There is but one thing I shall give to you, Blackguard.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than the razor-sharp point of my blessed spear, you are resilient. Time after time, you challenge us. Sometimes I fear I shall develop some sort of grudging respect for you.
Like, kind of like he's used to not showing any other emotions other than being an asshole. And because he's used to that, he finds it hard to actually show emotions.
I've no such fear myself, Theseus, though I appreciate you noticing. You're quite an inspiration, you know. I wouldn't come all this way to destroy just anyone.
To be destroyed, you mean? I see you, plain monster. You seek the glory of this fight before this crowd. You yearn for it. Then you shall have it, just as often as you please. The most enthusiastic audience. No holding back. A serious counter-strike. Now your spirit must be quivering inside.
Yeah. At the start of the game, you think that, Nyx is? Well, at the start of the game, it's more that you think that Nyx is Zagreus's mother. And, like, she is in the adoptive mother sense, not so much in the actual mother sense. Like, biological mother, not actual, sorry.
Be gone. Go. Keep cheering as we battle to the last. A clean hit.
You're strong.
Together.
Here, kid.
Fiend, you are unfit to walk these
Oh, no.
ways. Olympians, I call upon your aid. You're mine. Optimus.
Picked up their scent.
Could you? You and me. You.
Okay, there we go. I'm looking. Yeah, the entire events of Hades start because Hades, not Hades, Zagreus, which is the guy we're playing, son of Hades, finds out that Nyx isn't actually his biological mother. He finds out that Persephone is, and that she isn't in the underworld. So, like, the initial start of this is him escaping the underworld to find Persephone.
In the bag.
No. She's the daughter of Demeter. If I remember correctly? Hold up, let me double check. Yeah. She was the goddess of spring. Yeah. Right. Which was why the whole like when she that was the whole like season thing. Was like when she was in the underworld. That's why winter came, sort of deal.
Let's see what's in here. You. Okay.
There we go. Because yeah, I think in the original story, I don't remember whether she was kidnapped or whether she was tricked or whatever. But yeah, she ended up in the underworld, and I think she was fed, I think it was like a plum or something like that. But because of that, it tied her to the underworld. So like she had to spend something like half the year in the underworld. I can't remember exactly. Like, it's been a fair while since I went into depth on that one. Yeah. Because yeah, I think that was what like one of the reoccurring themes of the underworld was that basically while you were down there you shouldn't or whatever like drink or eat or touch anything sort of deal. Well, not so much the touch anything, but like the drinking and eating. I'm pretty sure that was a reoccurring theme. Like, even Ophius, his story is pretty fucked. Oh god, I would last like an hour until I got fucking snacky, and then that'd be me. Then I'd be forced to go down there half a year, you know. But as far as I know, like once you've been bound, it doesn't matter. But it's just that, yeah, if you aren't bound to the underworld, that's when it's like don't drink or eat anything down there. Cause,
Mine.
fuck.
Another scuffer.
Exactly!
Satyr tunnels.
How dare they? Your Honor, they infringed upon my right to snack. Now, admittedly, I'm much more spotty on Orpheus's, like, story, because I only really know the bare bones of it, in that, basically, you know, his muse died, so, Eurydice was his muse, and she died, so he made his way into the underworld to try to get her back. And he actually struck a deal with Hades that if he would get all the way out of the underworld without looking back, like, if he made it all the way out of the underworld with Eurydice without looking back, like, she was free, essentially. And he nearly made it before he looked back to see if she was there, and whop whop. Yeah, I don't remember the exact specifics, but it's definitely a pretty oof.
Once more you've graced me with your presence and your favor, which inspire the best from me. Let this modest gift of ambrosia signify I am forever in your debt.
My little godling. I'd say you've honored me more times than I could count, but that would be a lie now, wouldn't it? I so admire your devotion and your perseverance. If ever you do reach us on Olympus, I should very much enjoy getting to know you even better then.
I'm sorry, Aphrodite, but you'd have to ask Meg. Meg is the leader of this harem, not Zagreus. Okay?
In the name of Hades.
Go Wave of Despair, just because nothing else there really does anything.
Down the chute.
Yes, hello, Charon.
Should check this way.
Naba! Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I mean, as far as I know, though, Hades was pretty cavalier about, like, people being able to get out, provided they did a really difficult task, and people, like, constantly fucking failing them.
Should be the place. Now back to Cerberus.
Ah, my closest kin in all the underworld. I see you there, I think. What sort of violence shall we see together this time, you and I?
I think Curse of Pain, because that way I can still... Oops. Well, unless something goes drastically wrong, we should be able to win this. Hades is cool, yeah.
Fang-bearing.
then Cerberus directs all three of its attentions
What?
toward the satyr sack.
Honestly, nearly everything Hades did actually had a reason. Like,
For now, boy.
of all the Greek gods, like all the times Hades has punished someone or anything like that, it's not been for an arbitrary reason. Like, unless there's some I don't know about, nearly all of the times Hades has, like, punished someone, it's been that they've defaulted on a deal. That he's... Like, that they failed the deal, basically. He's been like, oh yeah, you can do that, if... And they failed the if. Like...
Here
I mean,
we are then,
that's just
Aegis.
good business, you know?
Wolf
Like...
would be most fortunate to have your protection.
There you are, bearing my brother's blasted shield, flaunting it about so recklessly. Though what have you done to it now?
Graffitied it. Yeah, it's nothing personal, kid.
Not much, really, besides awakening the aspect of a supposedly unstoppable dragon-slaying warrior called Beowulf. If it has the power to protect him against a giant lizard, I figure it may help me against you.
You presently shall find I'm no mere giant lizard, boy. Though we
No
shall see
mere
whether this
giant
Beowulf is
lizard.
any help to you.
How fuck?
Your eyes deceive you, boy.
Fuck. Man, my timing is way the fuck off right now. God damn.
Where are you? Artemis!
All right, taking the shot.
Just shoot him in the crotch. Take that! Damn.
I'll send your wretches back where they belong.
A wasted effort. Another.
Fuck.
Darkness. Darkness.
Like that?
Enough of this.
Artemis!
I hear you. Firing.
Blasted little.
Bing, 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 bing.
You brought this on yourself.